God, look at those sunken eyes.
You're a little bitch. Hey everyone, welcome to You Hate to See It. Please like and subscribe and become a patron to get the video version. My name's Adam.
If you pay at the $10 a month, you can get the Billy Club from Nick. The first person to do the
get hit by a Billy Club.
No,
Oh,
we're
no?
not beating people for money.
Oh.
Nick, that is
that frowned upon now?
Now? I'm Jeff.
I'm Nick.
And
This is a shot of Screwball.
Fuck.
yeah, he's doing that.
Yeah, I gotta do this. Adam's clicking things.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, you poured a shot?
I'm
You got the
fine.
fun shit. Oh, I swear to these guys take shots of wine.
Adam's the lightweight of the group,
You know,
so.
it's fucking-
You're just saying that to rile me up because we all know that I can drink more than Nick, but
Oh
We'll see. We'll see how the podcast goes.
Jeff's just trying to upset me.
It's because I keep seeing the back. I kept seeing the back.
Can
of
I
your
give
head.
you a Billy Club in this trying time?
Please no. The fun fact is whoever gets that and hits the other one in the head first is the one that wins because the other one dies. With the amount of concussions between the two of us. Fun fact: the amount of concussions between the two of us is like 18. I have one of them.
I only have 14.
Would you like a 15?
Honestly, I might have already had 15.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I've had a couple more than just the one
Yeah.
that have gone undiagnosed.
Those are diagnosed ones.
No.
Mine
No,
had to be. I woke up in the hospital.
I only have 8 diagnosed, so
Oh yes, just kind of like your autism.
that's not diagnosed at all.
Yeah, we
Because
know.
when I was
Fun
a kid,
fact, I have-
Asperger's.
Yeah, I
diagnosed.
was gonna say.
I personally, as not a doctor, have diagnosed Nick with autism.
I don't know why I've been diagnosed with autism, but apparently I've been diagnosed with
I
autism.
kind
It's
of
his
assumed
inability-
Nick had autism.
It's his inability to do anything correct, or like a normal person would.
No, I've never been
I
diagnosed
don't remember
with my
what
autism
action
because
caused this.
It was on the drive to St. Louis.
I did take several wrong turns out of St. Louis.
Okay, that's understandable though. That place
Is I
fucking
hate
wild.
it. St. Louis
St. Louis
is horrible.
do suck.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry if you
What's-
live in the St. Louis area. That place, garbo.
what's worse, driving in St. Louis or in Indiana at Jeff's old place, having the light turn green for both turn lanes?
That was a very frightening moment in my personal life.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, it was spooky. It was a spooky thing because I I'm turning left, light green. This lady starts turning left or goes straight.
No,
she's
going straight. So yeah, so we're leaving.
So it's green for you, but it's also green
We're-
for
Yes.
wild.
So we're leaving we left.
Was there a train coming?
No.
We left your house. We were going. I think it was Kristen's birthday. That we were at your house and we were heading to the restaurant or something, and so we were in the turn lane. We got the green arrow to turn. We went to turn. He's laying on the horn. She's laying on the horn. Everyone's pissed off. I turned my head. She has a green light. So I'm like, I don't know whether it was like that quick of a turn.
I'd like to point out Adam was turning around to flip her off.
I was 'cause
Understandable.
I like to fight people. So
My biggest thing is if you honk at me at a light and I feel like that was not an adequate amount of time to wait, that's why like when you stop and I'm like, hey, it's green, like I want you to go, because if someone honks, I'm getting out of the vehicle because it's happened before.
Yeah.
Me and my friend in high school, we were at a stoplight and it turned green. It's dark out though, so I can't see the actual car behind me. I can just see their headlights. It turns green. The second it turns green, they honk. At this point, it was my girlfriend at the time, but I didn't know that she was behind us. She thought it would be funny to honk. She honks. Both me and my friend, out of just reaction, open our doors and get out and go, "Hey, what the fuck?" And she rolls down the window. She's like, "I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Oh shit."
and that was the end of that relationship.
Now that one went on for another 8 months.
Don't get me wrong. I would not get out of a car because I don't want
I
to
really appreciate Morgan starting the washing
Yeah.
machine.
I don't know if that's getting picked up on the recording.
Probably not.
It's just I could just hear how loud. Sorry for everyone listening. I just really started picking up on it as you were talking. I was like, "Huh, that is."
Until you said something.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're probably used to being down here with it on.
Yeah.
I didn't really
Did you
notice.
make it louder? It's like
I
getting
closed
No,
angrier.
it's grinding. Instead of squeaking, it went to a grind.
Yeah, no, I don't react like that if I get honked at a stop light. There we go. If I get honked at,
I want you to know you will get stopped at a stop sign.
I don't,
Actually, you should. I was in St. Louis with you, and you ran 4 of them.
Oh, the other day I ran a red light because I don't even know why. I literally wasn't paying attention, and I had a green light, and it was like one of those like stop kind of lights next, and I was like talking, and literally went and kept going, and all of a sudden I'm going through, and I was like, "That's a red light."
so
I want to put this out there because I know she listens regularly. Grace, I want you to know you're not the worst driver in our friend group. I have ridden with Nick too much in the past 6 months for you to be the worst because Nick does everything
so
questionable.
you know that light they put out.
Don't get me wrong, you are a very close second.
You know the light that they put out in the high school, like that, like in the
Yeah,
past
yeah,
year?
the one that
Yeah, that used to be a stop sign.
Yeah.
I've been in the car with Shannon and like on like early in the morning or late at night where there's no traffic, and I've just gone and treated it like a stop sign, and she's looked at me like that was a light, and I'm like, huh, yeah, it was.
I still do that with yours too.
Yeah, with
but-
the summer like light.
Yeah.
I still go through because at by my dad's house, the intersection of Prairie and Home now has a 4-way stop sign, and it used to only ever be like Home was free to go, Prairie had the stop sign, and now they made it 4-way. And I still, every once in a while, if I'm not paying 100% attention, will just blow through the Home Avenue stop sign because that's not.
Perks living in a small town, they don't just go adding stoplights to places.
Well, they added it in front of a school, which is probably a good idea, but it's really inconvenient for me.
Who's lived there for like 7, 8
Yeah,
years.
for like 10, 15 years, and it's just now like, huh, that was never there.
Yeah, that's like new. That's like 2 years, like COVID. I
Yeah,
think.
that-
I remember going to his house one day and being like, "Why is there?"
Yeah, I
light
was
here?
leaving his house because
Yeah.
I came from like Walmart.
Because
or something,
that
but-
entire we couldn't go that way for like 6 months because all
Yeah.
because that like curve or whatever was under
S-curve.
construction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
So-
is the tightest S-curve
It is-
you will
it
ever
is-
drive in your life.
I-
curve.
when I first started driving there,
I've never gone into that at the right speed.
there is no right there is no right speed. You can't not go into the other lane.
Yeah, well, because the first one's like a wider S
Yeah.
turn, and then it's immediately into this. Hey, this is like a 92-degree
Yeah,
turn
I don't
now.
know
It's like, oh, I should turn on my turn
the
signal.
opposite direction of where
They
you're
should.
going.
They need to like cut that a little bit, like make.
Well,
it,
they can't because there's a
Yeah,
bridge.
there's like a little stream underneath.
Yeah, there's a stream under it,
Oh.
so they'd have to move the bridge completely.
Yeah, which I think they did, or they redid the bridge.
I want you to know, I don't think anyone gives a fuck about this conversation.
No, I don't. I doubt it. But you know what? You're gonna get it anyway. So
At the very
I
least,
want
the
to.
patrons will
I
get
want
it,
to
so.
bitch about my municipality because they also.
I still have not looked at this fucking camera this episode.
I like
just
to,
did.
I like to point out my municipality also does not have fucking snow plows. They have to rent them from a municipality 2 towns over. Sorry, I'm peeking. It's
you're
wild.
being
I'm
so
angry though. I'm livid.
Not only are you peeking, you're also moving the mic into your throat.
I know. Yeah. I'm furious. Yeah, they don't have plows. It's cool. It's dope.
All right, so let's get into the topic of this episode that I want to
Billy?
bring up. No,
Okay.
put that away. That's your episode.
Sorry.
My topic for this month is I want to talk about the Wizards of the Coast open gaming license that they had.
Oh, them being absolute cunts.
Yeah, but they revoked like almost
Did
a week
they,
ago.
did they completely
Was it only
repeal
yesterday?
It was yesterday,
Oh, they
or
revoked
2
it.
days ago, or something. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
it
like-
was
Basically
very
made
recent.
it impossible to homebrew anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was wild. So what it originally was the same gaming license has been around for Wizards of the Coast since the year 2000, and it was the whole thing was
For those who
a
don't know,
part-
Wizards of the Coast is the company that owns Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering.
Gathering and like a bunch of other shit.
which is owned by Hasbro's.
Yeah.
So Wizards of the Coast had this open gaming license for D&D where it basically since 2000 it protected content creators. Like they weren't content creators, back then,
It
but
protected third-party creators to make content within the D&D
It made
world
home brewing possible.
based on their rules.
well, not only like you can still homebrew, but like it made it possible for you to homebrew and give it out to other people
and sell
like,
it.
yeah,
and-
sell it. and
Critical
stuff.
Role, that type of
Yeah,
shit.
Critical Role, Roll20, all those types of things. Like
Exist
Yeah.
off of that.
yes, off of because they use Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons as like it's using their races, their classes, that type of stuff. It made it to where they could not sue you for using their stuff.
Yeah.
To sell products.
Yes. So
Okay.
they could not sue you for
Which
it.
is how you have like
You can still like if when they revoked it, you could still give it away for free, but you could not sell your third
you're
party
basically
product.
sabotaging all those companies.
Right. So yes. So now it was at the beginning of or at the end of 2022, they got a bunch of third-party like creators, like the bigger ones. They came and they had to sign NDAs, and then they discussed some of the open gaming license, which is why like everyone hearing that like, NDAs are a very common thing when you make
Non-disclosure agreements.
I've
For those
signed
not
many.
acromentally.
They're very common when you're like updating stuff and whatnot, like to make sure that shit just doesn't get leaked and stuff.
Or when you're working on movies
Yeah.
and stuff, like anything that people shouldn't know.
Yeah, the thing that Tom Holland breaches all the time.
I definitely didn't breach it.
Never.
Never once.
So they brought in a bunch of like people, but it still got leaked that they were updating the gaming license. It then came out and they announced it. The gaming license was they were changing that fact of like allowing third parties to use their stuff and make money off of it. But the thing was it was a 25% revenue that you had to pay to Wizards of the Coast if you made over $750,000 a year off of it, which only really included the top 20 people, like groups that made money off of it, which I'm assuming would be like Critical Role and like Roll20, and it would have been D&D Beyond if Wizards of the Coast wouldn't have bought D&D
I was gonna say,
Beyond.
didn't D&D
Yeah,
Beyond?
yeah,
Okay.
D&D Beyond bought, or
Was
Wizards of the
bought.
Coast bought.
That'd be wild if
Yeah.
they bought Wizards of the
That
Coast.
would be wild. But also like Magic, like people that do like Magic the Gathering stuff. I'm assuming maybe not. I guess Jimmy Wong might not make $750,000 off.
I feel like this was only a D&D thing.
No, because like Magic the Gathering would have fallen under. It was anything that they own.
Oh, I thought it was like specifically D&D.
No, it was like anything spin off of any of their stuff that they own. But obviously, a lot of content creators got pretty fucking upset with that. Granted, it wouldn't have affected most of them, but like the whole thing.
Rightfully so though.
Yes,
Like,
but also like I get it, like it wouldn't have affected a lot of them, but like everyone who starts something like that, you want to end up in that like top 15, 10%.
Yeah.
That's the,
making
well,
a
that's
s-
the entire incentive.
Yeah,
structure.
that's the reason of why you want to do it. But like you
capitalism
wanna,
for the win.
yeah, obviously, as always, go America. Fuck you.
go fuck yourself.
God, I hope the bald eagle doesn't sound like that. As someone who's heard many of them,
Bald
I'm
eagles
so
do
happy.
not. Bald eagles
Yeah.
are more of a.
So the whole thing with like Wizards of the Coast, luckily, as of 2 days ago, they revoked it, and the CEO came out, Brinks. I don't know his first name, but he came out and he was like, "Hey,
that is a money transfer company that deals with saves and ATMs.
we shouldn't be in person because I have a weapon literally in my hand 24/7."
Here you go.
Billy Club me. I think Nick has a kink for the Billy Club.
Next we know, Shan's gonna be over
Smacking
there
his ass.
fucking just.
Why did you guys have to get him a Billy Club?
Nick's gonna be,
Shannon's all laced
every
up
time
with
I
the Billy
see
Club.
every time I see Nick in the gym now, he's like hobbling in, and it's just because he has giant welts on his ass from being whacked with the Billy Club every night.
After being pegged.
We've already knew my kink was negging, so
That's true. No, I think you adapted and made. You got so used to us bullying you that you just made it turn you on. So now us negging you.
it was a means of survival.
Yeah, now you're like, I mean, I might as well get horny from this. I better get something useful out of this, which is me being turned on around the homies. I can't wait to make TikTok clips of these things. I need you to send me like pertinent things.
I'm
And
not
then I
gonna
can-
send fucking shit. Watch the video and make your own clips.
I don't know if I can like completely edit it the way I would like to, but well, I'll see if I can.
Yeah,
I'll
you-
try it. If not,
Jeff,
we'll discuss.
take over Nick's job of making the
I'm
clips.
only doing TikTok.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Send them
I
to
guess
me.
they can just be uploaded to YouTube
I was
as
gonna
YouTube
say
Shorts also.
you should send them to me, then I'll upload them to YouTube, Facebook.
I
and
will kick
Instagram.
you so hard in the fucking
because
forehead
that's been Nick's only job
Yeah.
with the
that
editing
he
the
hasn't done in
podcast.
2.5 years.
Yeah, I think the last one I saw on YouTube when I was uploading all this stuff all of our episodes to YouTube was like a year and a half ago.
To be fair,
Especially, and it was like 2 episodes after that guy said, "Man, you guys are really funny. I like your content. Please keep upload." And we never fucking. Nick was like, "I take that as a threat."
to be fair,
I took that personally.
at that point, some of our content kind of started to get a little like not super great because like that's when COVID hit. Like we didn't have live updates.
No. This was.
This was.
You were making clips of like the Ryan Buds interview
Yeah.
and stuff.
No.
This was like right when we started hitting interviews all the time,
Oh,
and you stopped making clips.
I really hated making clips of those.
So open game license.
Yes.
So
yes, it was fucking
they,
people over.
Well, they also made all of D&D up until 5e open game forever. Like they did a thing of like anything from the first ever D&D to 5e.
I can't wait to play
They
D&D
can
3.0.
They can never change it. It will be free to do whatever the fuck you
Yep.
want with it, which makes me think within 2 years we're gonna get D&D 6 and
Or 5.5 or something.
and
No
it's
way we
going to be different. But here's the
Well,
thing.
that's the thing is like they're always different. That's,
Well, no, but it's going to be like the open game license is going to be different. But
yeah, that's why they're
I
updating it.
think they're going to be more difficult. Like, because D&D 1 was more difficult on the players.
2, I think, is arguably the hardest,
Yeah.
like D&D.
I think
Wasn't 3 just absolute garbage?
3 point, yeah,
Yeah,
and that's why
3
they did
was bad.
3.5.
Yeah, it was bad.
Which people only ever play 5 or 3.5.
yeah.
Because
But
4 was also pretty bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think
How
5
long has 5.0 been out?
a long time, the
it's
longest.
Been a while. Yeah.
It's been the longest running.
When did it come out?
Effort-
Hey, yo, Jamie.
Hey,
pull
Jamie,
that
can, yeah.
up.
Jamie, pull
that
that
shit
up. Please don't sue us, Joe Rogan.
I want some Joe Rogan elk meat.
Why don't you just go and get an elk yourself?
Where the fuck am I gonna go kill an elk?
Wherever he goes to kill elk. I'm pretty sure that's like Wyoming and Idaho and Montana.
Do you think you could take down an elk with like a 9mm?
Absolute, like a full clip, maybe you'll
With
injure
like,
it.
well, actually,
If you land every shot.
I have a. Never
Oh,
mind.
with 33 rounds, if you
I don't-
land
I
all
do-
33, yes, the meat will not be usable.
I do not have a 33 round.
2012.
So 8 years, yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Or not 8. Jesus, this is not 2020.
yeah.
God damn.
No, we're just gonna go by it. So I think that 6E is going to be because 5E is very like superhero-y.
Yeah.
If that makes it like
Yeah, it's very much the like Marvel.
If
like,
you if
DC,
you're if
like-
you're level 1, you are an exceptional human being.
yeah, because you are stronger than peasants or just civilians.
Yeah. So I think 6E
like
is
you've been
going
an
to,
adventurer for a while already in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, 6E is going to start knocking players a little bit. I think it's going to become harder, and they're going to leave 5E.
I think that'll be better for DMs though, because it's already hard
It's
for a
rough.
DM.
It's
Yeah.
rough as a DM. Yeah.
Yeah, like the role playing, like me. Well, one, you guys as a group are just hard to get to role
Hey,
play,
how's it
and
going?
then 2, when I make fucking enemies, it's like the wildest shit. I'm like throwing fucking like, oh hey, here's like a challenge rating 5. These fuckers are all like critting the damn thing, and it's dead by the time it goes to its turn.
Hey, how's it going? Don't you just love it when it can't move?
Yeah, or like I guess that's also up to DMs because they allow homebrew and stuff. Like maybe if you didn't allow homebrew, it would be a little bit harder for them. But
a lot of people now with the whole open game license bullshit have created their own, or are in the process of creating their own.
well, yeah, a lot of
systems.
people pulled their stuff. Like especially those ones that were going to get hit with the 25% revenue. They're like, oh, I'm just pulling my stuff. Like it's no longer for sale because like, fuck that.
Yeah, well, so there's a guy that a lot of like when I DM, a lot of my homebrew stuff that I've pulled out is from this one specific guy, and he's making his own system.
Yeah.
And because I constantly love his new rules and stuff that he implements, which is what I've taken from. I love what he does so much. I'm probably going to try very hard to push any of our stuff into him, and like so if I DM, I would be using his system, which is just D&D 5e adjacent, but it's different enough that he can
Yeah.
create his own thing. And
Man, you really stanced up for this episode.
Yeah, it's one of them to get a good look.
Wild.
They can see the
I don't
bulge.
stop that. Stop
They can
that.
get a little peek at the bulge.
Fucking Nick's over here rubbing his taint.
It was my singular testicle.
God, fucking, I hate it here. But yes, my whole thing was the open gaming license and how quick. I am happy with how Wizards of the Coast did come out and they're like, hey, we heard this and like we're not changing that stuff anymore. Like
Well,
they are still changing the open gaming license, but they're taking out all that shit. They're like, oh no, we're just gonna go back and rewrite this because like
What,
we-
have they changed
they-
the percentage of what they're going to take?
no,
or-
they said they're just not doing
They're
that.
just not taking
Yeah,
anything?
they
Okay.
said, okay, we're going back. We're still changing the open gaming license, but like we're taking out the stuff where like we're taking stuff from content creators.
What was
and
the rest
stuff.
that was changed on the open gaming license?
It was that
So like
they
what,
could, and then they took back the whole fact of like they could sue you if you like are monetizing stuff and saying like it's not like 5e or like D&D based, but like
So-
you're using very like so like I think the thing I wanted to bring up was like, does that mean like games that have like this is an outstretch. I don't think it would work, but like would that mean like World of Warcraft, who uses all the type of like classes that are
Witcher,
D&D
Witcher
adjacent?
also has a very similar tabletop system to D&D.
Yeah, but I mean, like WoW is almost like the same like
Yeah.
class systems. Like there are some extra ones, but like
I was
it is like
thinking
warlocks, rogues, sorcerers,
Yeah, but
and
that's
stuff.
common
I
source.
was-
That's
But is it?
it is. It's Lovecraft shit.
Yeah, but like still, like I think
D&D ripped everything out of Lovecraft. Like you
in
can't.
War of the Rings and stuff.
Yeah,
what
like,
if,
that's
what if
Tolkien
we
and
made our own
Lovecraft.
system? We called it
You
you
hate
hate
it?
to see
no
it.
H82. YOUH82CIT. So if we just do H82 and what if the three of us created our own system?
You
I'm
die
not
every
smart
turn.
enough for that.
I mean, we have 3 brains here, so I think we figured it out.
Yeah, I've like because it's usually
We've all DM'd. I think
yeah,
we could
it's
figure out
usually
something.
one of the three of us.
I have DM'd poorly. I've DM'd
Yeah.
like
We're
8
I haven't
sessions
DM'd
total.
in like 4 years.
or and we could pull Garrett into it in between the four of us. It's usually one of the four of us DMing, and
I
so
think Garrett is the best out of the 4 of us. I know
Yeah.
he's done it the most, but
and then we just
I have good intentions. You guys are just the worst party
I
I've
have
ever
good
seen in
intentions.
my life.
That's
to-
an understandable
my thing
statement.
is I just
After
don't have
last night,
time.
yes.
I just don't have time to play right now, and that's my issue is I can't DM.
Well, we
nor
play
can I
on Fridays if you would like to join mine.
We'll see.
Okay. Well,
If you were
then
free
we'll see.
yesterday.
That was 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
forgot.
we played yesterday because you fucked up.
I was changing your car battery.
You weren't. Someone else was.
I was helping.
You were there.
I was helping.
You were there.
That's what he did when I changed his car battery.
You taught me how to change your car battery,
You
so
did.
thank you.
You're
I now
welcome.
know how to change your car
It's
battery.
not hard.
However, that being said, I did almost spot weld a wrench to the battery.
Jesus Christ.
Not this time. The last time I changed the battery.
Wild.
Yeah. Do you think between the four of us we could create our own system and just?
I
I
think
have
we could.
very little faith in my own capabilities.
I think we could create like the game system. I don't think we could create. I mean, we could definitely create a story. I don't think we.
Well, no. What if we?
I think we could create
no,
the
what if we
functioning
cre-
system.
What if we create an open world thing?
What do you
Like
mean?
so, like there's no really stories unless one of us has a idea that we want to do, but we.
Well, all of us are like because we're all good DMs. We all rip our stories off of things we've read or watched.
Yeah, so so we do that. Like we create our own system and then we go through and as one of us has an idea for a story, we each just individually make those ideas and put them up there but keep it relatively open world.
Man, the way you just have changed from one episode to the next is wild. I don't
my
like
hips
it.
feel so
Hey,
much
that's
better.
the end. By the way, that's the end of my topic. Wizards of the Coast. Fuck you for trying to change it to take 25% revenue, but also congrats on you for listening to the petitioners and realizing that you fucked up.
In other
Also-
words, you ate.
Also, I've
White?
You
Did
ate.
Oh,
You ate. No, I'm not.
yo, white.
Yo, white.
after
you-
my
yo, with it.
black.
That's like the lady at the fucking stadium parking. Y'all with it.
Also, I googled and found out why my camera keeps turning off. It has a 29-minute recording limit.
It has a limit. You can't like change it.
No, I looked it up. You can't. It's 29 minutes and then it stops recording.
That is ridiculously stupid.
That is really stupid.
Shall we, for this next one, turn the couch around and use your
Yeah, but like that's only one more.
We got two more.
We have two.
We have two?
Yeah.
It's a topic. There's 4 weeks in a month, dumb fuck. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's February, one of those weird months with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we just made
No,
it.
because there's 28 days.
Wild.
Not always.
Oh,
Anyway,
sorry. Sometimes there's 29.
thanks for
We can finally stance up how I wanted to.
thanks for listening.
You might see us in a different viewpoint.
We'll see.
We'll talk about it after I'm done
Still like
peeing
this.
after every episode.
Same.
Bye. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. If you liked the episode, come tell us your thoughts and join the conversation by rating and reviewing the episode, and by sharing this episode to either Facebook at You Hate to See It, or on Twitter or Instagram at YOUH82CIT. You can also help us out by becoming a patron to the podcast. By becoming a patron, you get access to our private Discord server, our monthly movie review podcast, and you even get access to the unedited video version of the episode you just listened to. All the links are in the episode description. So, join us again next time, wherever you hate to see it.